Well, it's been a long time between drinks, so to speak. It's been about 3 months now since I put up a video, but I have been not feeling very well over the past couple of months with bronchitis and this ongoing cold and hay fever and so forth. It's just, I didn't really feel like doing a video. I just didn't have the energy, enthusiasm, so forth. But anyway, today I'm going to do a video for the first time in 3 months. Now, this little camera here is the Ricoh R10. Now, I recently purchased this on the second-hand market here in New Zealand for around about $100. Now, it's from 2008. 10 megapixels. It's got a CCD sensor in it, 1/2.3 inch sensor. So very similar to what you find in a lot of smartphones from that era. Nowadays, smartphones are getting bigger and bigger sensors, so they've got better and better quality than something like this. But anyway, just a few specs. Now, it has an ISO range of 80 to 1600. It has an auto mode and an auto high mode. I haven't tried out the auto high mode. I don't think I really want to, judging by some of the images I've seen from it. And the small sensor in it, I wouldn't put it into anywhere above 200, 400 max. I'll power it on. It takes a couple of seconds. Now it has a zoom range of 28 to 200 and has a little rocker switch on the top, like a lot of point and shoots do. So out to 200 and into 28. It's pretty simple operation of it. Now the aperture range is from 3.3 to 5.2 at the long end. So 3.3 at the wide end, 5.2 at the long end. So it's not particularly fast lens, but it does the job. It does what it needs to do, and I suppose for 2008 it was competent enough. It has a 3-inch fixed screen on the back of 460,000 dots, which would have been pretty much par for the course in 2008. Of course, it seems low resolution now with screens of 1 to 2 million dots on some of the higher end cameras. The point and shoots typically don't have a very high resolution screen on them anyway, and it's not touch screen, which is unfortunate, but there we have it. It also has no viewfinder, none whatsoever, so you're limited to holding it like this, and you really do need to hold on to it with two hands to operate it, because you see there's not a lot of room on the back to hold it with one hand. It's not actually very much bigger than a pack of cards, to be honest. It's very pocketable. On-off switch at the top, powers off, and of course they would be put in your hand like that. I can clamp my hand right around it, no problems whatsoever. The maximum shutter speed on this is 1/2000th of a second, which is not particularly fast, so in bright sunlight you're going to struggle with this. Now it has one card slot. Well, yeah, that's one thing that's annoying. If you were to put it on a tripod, you can see, I put up the battery door, see the battery door and the tripod socket is too close. So you couldn't put it on a tripod and then try to change the battery. You have to take it off. So the battery in it, tiny little battery of 1000 milliamp hours, 3.6 volts. And you have a full-size SD card in with the battery. Better than a micro SD card, I suppose. Now, along with the memory card in with the battery, you've also got 54 megabytes of internal storage. So if you do forget to put a card in there, you can take a few photos with it anyway. I think the JPEGs were coming out about 3 megabytes, somewhere like that. So you're going to get a few shots if you forget your memory card. What else? The weight of it is 190 grams, which is pretty lightweight. It's you're very pocketable. You can put it in your jeans pocket easy. Build quality on this thing. Now, to me, I've not done much with a lot of point shoots from this day, from this era, but the few that I have looked at all seem very plasticky, like shiny plastic, piano black plastic, some of them. This one here has a metal top plate, has a metal mode dial on it, nicely made mode dial. The zoom rocker is all metal, the same with the shutter button and the power on switch. And the rest of the body appears to be plastic from the look of it, but it seems to be a very good quality plastic from what I can see anyway. I mean, as opposed to piano black plastic, which looks cheap. So it looks a bit more premium than some of the other point and shoots of the day. Also, the buttons on the back there, they're all metal as well, these buttons here. And this is something that I've not seen on any point and shoot camera, is a little joystick. I mean, I might be wrong. If you know of any others that do have a little joystick, let me know in the comment section below. But this little joystick operates a few different functions. Turn it on and we'll have a look. Now, if I push it to the left, it goes into macro mode, and if you push it again, it will turn it off. Push it to the right, and you've got this come up as a flash settings in here, but up.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun, as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. So loud as the hours pass, we're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. The moonlight, summer sky, it was the best we ever had.
So along with the functions on this little joystick, when you press it to the right, you got your flash settings. Okay. Now if I press it down, It also brings up, let's see, without reflections, it brings up different menus up the top here which you can access. So we've got exposure compensation, you've got white balance, you've got ISO, and your image quality, and you can also bring up your AF, AE, exposure autofocus settings on there. So you can set different parameters based on which way you point the joystick on it. Hope that made sense. I'm still not quite 100%. As you hear, you probably might be able to hear from my voice. The front part of the grip there, that's like a nice rubber feel to it, so you can get a bit of grip onto there. It's not sort of, this part here is a little bit more slipperier than that. That's got a bit more grip in it. And you've also got a flash there as well, you can see built into it. We're going to get on to image quality. Of course we have to. So I've recently been out to a place called Willowbank. Now this is a, it's not like a zoo, it's just a wildlife refuge. I think that's what they call it. There's a lot of like farm animals and stuff like that. There's donkeys, there's eels, there's wallabies, there's some capybara, emus, and you name it, all sorts of different things, birds as well. Now I took this with me to photograph some of the animals and whatnot around Willowbank. Now, from the images I took, and it was a bright sunny day, so it wasn't like a cloudy, dull day that it struggled in. It was, most of the shots were ISO 100 or 200, because I left it on auto ISO, because there were some places where, like in barns and stuff, that it was a little bit dimmer lighting. So I think from like 2008 standards, it was probably sort of average, I would imagine. Judging by the build quality of the camera, I would have expected a bit more from 10 megapixels. So I'm a little bit disappointed in the image quality of this camera. There's been a few shots that were a little shaky. My hands aren't as steady as they used to be, and I have another channel under my own name, which I'll put in a link in the description. That I've just started that, and that's about Essential Tremors, and that's one thing I've been diagnosed with in 2024. So that's probably part of the reason why some of my shots are a little bit shaky too. Smaller cameras are a bit harder for me to keep steady than a larger camera with a bit more weight. And I find a larger camera with a bit more weight, I can hold it steadier and with better image stabilization anyway. But anyway, if you're interested in knowing what Essential Tremors are, head on over to that my other channel and have a look and see what I'm talking about in that. But anyway, image quality. Yeah, like I say, I'm a bit disappointed in this. This is not as good as I expected it to be. I felt like the image was a bit muddy, and if you know what I mean. If you're into photography, really into photography, you know what I mean. Grass, textures on animals' fur and whatnot at a distance, they just look mushy. There's not a lot of detail in them. Now there's a few that come out alright, and that when you display them on the computer screen, they look okay until you bring them up to 100%. But zoom in into 100%, the image quality is just not there. And my monitor's not like 4K or anything. It's just a standard monitor. So I see the image quality not really up to what I thought would, it should come from a camera like this. Personally, I wouldn't keep the camera as a, like an everyday sort of carry camera. I will keep it for now, maybe do a few more tests with it, and see what I can do with it, whether I can get better image quality by, say, putting on a tripod. I'm not actually sure if I think there's a timer function in it, so I might actually try that. But anyway, that's it for, I'll put, you would have seen some image samples up throughout the video anyway. But anyway, stop waffling and finish this video. Right, now my next video, I've just purchased a camera that has a very unique sensor. It's a 16:9 aspect ratio sensor in it. So if you think you know what that is, let me know in the comment section. It should be arriving this week sometime, and hopefully it's all in good working condition. And yeah, when I get a hold of that, I shall test that out and put up a review of that. So yeah, like I said, if you think you know what that camera is, it's a small camera like this. Put a comment in the comment section and see if you can guess what it is. So a similar sort of age to this, so that might give you some sort of clues. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you again on the next one. Bye bye.